Okay, so um, I don't know why that was on front there, but anyway. Um, so you guys had questions 3 to 7 to do last night. So I might take a look at question 5 and 6, maybe? Yeah, or have I done question 5 already for you? No. Okay, so let's do question 5 and 6. Yeah, question 5 and question 6 now. So we have a triangle like this, and we're told that that's 18, and we're told that that's 22, and we're told that this angle down here called theta, and we know some fact about that. We know that sine theta is equal to 0.7. But I'm not interested in what sine theta is. I want to know what theta is. And theta is, just to be kind of, we don't actually need to do this step, but let's work it out. So if sine theta is 0.7, well then theta must equal sine inverse of 0.7. So theta must equal 44.42 degrees. So that's the size of the triangle. So we now kind of have all our facts. So I might just draw that triangle out again. That's 18, that's 22, and then we have 44.42 degrees in there. And now we should label up our diagram. A half AB sine C, so therefore the angle gets called C, which means that's side C, and that's A, and that's B. Now, we then go area equals a half of AB sine C. So it's 44.42 anyway, and then 22 and 18 into my calculator, and I get out 1/2 times 22 times 18 times the sine of answer, which is, so I think you should get 138.6. So if I multiply 22 multiplied by 18 multiplied by 0.5 multiplied by 0.7, was it? I should get the same answer. Yeah, right. So that's how we do that question. Nothing really peculiar there. They effectively gave us this thing here. They told us that that thing there is 0.7, but I get that you guys would rather kind of have a system that you don't like dealing with theta. You would much rather deal with the size of the angle. So that's why I worked out the size of the angle there using the inverse sine. Question 6 then, we start to see the, given the area and we're looking for the angle, which is kind of the typical thing in maths. We learn how to do something forwards, and so they'll ask us to do it backwards as well. So I might just do question 6 and I'll look for B. I might have done part A myself yesterday, I think, looking at it. I can't really remember, to be honest with you, but let's go through it. So we have 18 here, and we have 14 here, and we have the angle B, and we're told that the area is 47 centimeters squared. So when I put it into my formula, I need to label it up first. I call the angle I'm talking about C, A, B. That's small, so we won't, no need to write it. So area is equal to a half AB sine C. We know area is 47. A half is just a half. A is 14. B is 18. And sine C then. Now, what's 9/14s? Is that 126 or something, is it? 0.5 multiplied by 14 multiplied by 18 equals 126. 126 is equal to 47, and that's C. So that's 126 equals Do you know what, lads? I'll just try and rewrite that entire line. 47 is equal to 126c. No, it's not. 126 sine c. So sine c by itself is equal to 47 over 126. So, sine c is equal to 0.3730158. C by itself must equal to sine inverse of 0.3730158. C is equal to shift sine inverse of answer ANS equals 21.901 degrees to the nearest degree, so it's 22 degrees is equal to C. Yeah, look, it's just basically using a formula and being comfortable enough to use that formula forwards and backwards. Yeah, nothing really there, to be honest with you guys. Question 8. The area of an equilateral triangle is 43.3 centimeters squared. Find the... Okay, so we might just talk about question 7, question 8 there. So this is question 8, and I won't actually do it for you, but I might just talk about it and kind of give you hints, okay? So an equilateral triangle, okay? It's called equilateral because this side is the same as this side, is the same as this side. So if this was A, well then that's also A and that's also A. So that's the first fact about equilateral triangles. And the second fact that you need to know about equilateral triangles is that that angle must be the same as that angle, must be the same as that angle. So if that's, let's call that the angle C, then that must also be C, well then that also must be C. So C plus C plus C must add up to how many degrees? Yeah, it should add up to 180 degrees, so therefore we know that C by itself is equal to, so we know the angle, and we know that that is effectively the same as that. Okay, so that should get you started on question 8. That's a nice question actually. Question 9 then, bit of discussion on question 9. In the given triangle, cos of A is equal to 4/5 without using a calculator. Oh, this is find the value of sine A, hence find the area of the triangle. I think they're just making this complicated for the sake of making it complicated. I'll assign this anyway, just, and I'll get you started on it. There's nothing kind of nice about that. That's just kind of trying to confuse you. A there. Now, we're told, I'm going to draw that in just because I know what I'm doing and I think I might need it in a second. In the given triangle, cos A is equal to 4/5. Without using a calculator, find the value of sine A. Okay, so if I was to redraw this red triangle here, over here, because I'm told that A is down there, and I know that cos of A, so if we go back to our silly old Hitler couldn't advance his troops over Africa, and there's my capital letters again, I shouldn't be having capital letters in front of those trigonometric things, but anyway, so it's what is it? Cos of A is 4/5 and cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. So if that's 4, then that must be 5. Adjacent over hypotenuse, yeah. But we're not interested in our, for our question, we're not really interested in cosine or cos, we want sine. So for us, it's going to be area is equal to 1/2 times 20 times 28 by the sine of A, because that's my C, that's my A, that's my B, and therefore that's my small c. Now, because the hypotenuse is 5 and the adjacent is 4, I now know how to get the length of this side here. I know that side there must be, let's call it x. I know that 5 squared must equal 4 squared plus x squared. So I can say x squared is equal to 25 minus 16. X squared must equal to 9. X must equal the square root of 9. X must equal to 3. So area must equal a half times 20 times 28. And I now know the sine of A is opposite over hypotenuse, so it's 3/5. And I think I'm not allowed to use a calculator here. I don't know how they would examine that in the Leaving Cert. But anyway, so it's so a half of 20 is 10, so it's 280. 280 times 3 all over 5. Area equals, so how do you divide something by 5? Well, you divide it by 10 and then you divide it by 2. So that's going to be 28 divided by 2, so it's 14. 14 times 3. Area is equal to 42, is it? I don't bizarre question without using a calculator. Yeah, but it's always good to end up at 42. It's a nice number to end up at. So yeah, kind of a strange question, but look, if you can answer that, you can answer anything. If you can follow that, you're doing well, okay? So have a go at question 8 tonight, and yeah, I don't really want to move on to the sine rule. Okay, yeah. Okay, so just do question 8 tonight. So it's that equilateral triangle. So there's loads of stuff you're going to have to figure out for yourselves in question 8. So you should fly through that. So that's maybe a 10 minutes question, okay? Now I'm going to announce on the chat as well on Teams, I'm going to announce that there will be a test on Monday. So the test last Friday worked out very well. It showed that you're actually following the system and that you're looking at examples and stuff. Now I got the impression some of you were looking at the examples during the test, but look, I can't really do anything about that. So yeah, there's going to be a test on Monday, and you also have a live lesson with me on Friday. So if you have any questions, I'm going into school, and you can ask me those questions live on air from the North Monastery CBS. So I'll see you tomorrow on videos, and I'll see you in the flesh on Friday. Actually, I won't see you in the flesh. I will see you virtually on Friday, because you won't be allowed to go to school, but I will. Okay, so I'll see you on I'll see you tomorrow with another video, and we'll move on to new stuff tomorrow. Okay, see you guys.